Hey guys, Amazing Ampharos here, back with part 3 of my Final Fantasy IV The After Years playthrough. In this segment, I'm going to be tackling the majority of the remainder of Ceodore's tale. I'm going to get up to the boss fight that concludes things and save and quit right afterwards. This is going to start with me going into the somewhat dangerous but fairly doable barren waterways. And I know waterways dungeons are often considered kind of boring, but I hope you guys can learn to love them, because this game sure has an awful lot. This is also my last best chance to get some experience from my other characters. Especially in these earlier floors where all the enemies are riding fish. Ceodore just wipes through incredibly efficiently. I just have to be sure to run from the electro fish, but otherwise rely on the Black Mage to wipe the groups off the game. Here's an important battle for a very strong. Does just fully have to handle that. But sadly he didn't. This weapon is why I didn't buy any equipment for Ceodore and Barret. It's better than anything I could have bought. It's still worse than the way things started. Ceodore now hits with much more attack power and the lightning element, so he'll be able to help out in these encounters for the rest of the ceremony. Baron Guardsmen, on the other hand, are just not worth messing with at all. They hit hard, they can cast mini, which is very obstructive. That's just a save point, I don't need it. So let's do this one. Now that was the move Ceodore really needed to be able to do the next boss. And these guys are about to leave us, sadly, so let's do what we do with all our friends we're about to part ways with and steal everything they've ever owned. In terms of the story, though, a lot of characters are about to learn a lot of stuff. First of all, the hooded man's going to learn a little bit about his travel companion. I don't think he quite saw it coming that Ceodore was the prince. But now the White and the Black Mage have their piece to say, because they found this trip very illuminating, and they believe all the people back in Mysidia need to learn about what's going on. So the Mysidians are about to learn an awful lot of stuff themselves. Now let's follow the hooded man while he learns what exactly is going on in there. Well, this is a bad sign. There's really no looting to be done in this castle right now, so we just need to hurry up and advance the plot. So let's just check out the throne. Oh, no one's here. Or is there? Cecil recovered nicely from that mega flare. But he seems to be acting a little stranger, hiding behind the throne arrow. Cecil, I remember, wouldn't have kicked out a stray beggar, but I suppose we better just leave. The hooded man decides it's probably wise to take Ceodore and leave. Because after everything else we've seen, it doesn't seem like Ceodore would be terribly welcome if he barged into the throne. Instead, let's go and find Sid. You can tell he got away because his airship's gone after all. If there's any doubt that this is all bad news, we now have soldiers on our heels, so we should really consider hightailing it out of here. So the good news is that our characters are about to pick up a band finally, so we now have an extra option in battle. Before we go, we're still in full moon, which is really not productive to our cause. Waning moon is pretty terrible for this dungeon, since it gives us the chance to encounter very dangerous thunder dragons. So we're going to go through a new moon. It doesn't really help us, but it doesn't really hurt us either. And I had to check my tent supply to make sure I had enough. And this cave is, of course, to the northwest, but it's a pretty long walk. So I'm going to come here and get us a little shortcut. Ceodore doesn't quite believe these orders from the king, but the hooded man's about to test the theory about just how valid they are. And what do you know? The guy is a monster. A couple of encounters to improve our success rate against the boss. But for the most part, we just want to hightail it out of here whenever the going gets done. Liliths are a good thing. They're actually pretty easy for how much experience they get. So unfortunately, Ceodore's level is still kind of low, so it takes them a couple of attacks to help them with a man out. Cecil stuff, but it is a small improvement for the loading damage. Oh, this looks like a new area of this cave. Now that we're so far underground, maybe we'll be able to find out something about these pets here. The original Final Fantasy IV probably remembers the same thing. Blood Feast is still a move with a really slow animation. They use very quick rates. So I'm going to run from cave paths whenever I encounter them. Which hopefully won't be that often. This is a pretty good one. This, on the other hand, is a really terrible. My general philosophy is I want to fight the encounters that are not dangerous to me, that I can end quickly. I don't really need to fight that much in here. Just a little will help. Fight until Ceodore gains one more level, which is probably next encounter. Certainly not going to fight this through. close. Really nothing down there or any inside of that. Both to heal and to roll a legal case. And next time I'll join you guys as I take that